So if you're a boudoir photographer, you'll know that kind of changing the ideas and adding some difference into your shoots can be a little bit difficult at times. I always try and kind of strip things back to the basic, even if I'm working in a client's home, a hotel, or kind of a setup in studio. Kind of stripping it back to the simple white wall and the kind of the blow up bed or a bed is kind of an easy way, and then kind of really minimizing the light. For me, changing the lighting is like changing the background. So in other words, instead of going for a softbox or a window light, if I can control the lighting to become a little bit more dynamic, I'll usually get much more vibrant, stronger, even kind of sexier results because of the whole kind of look and feel to the image, especially if you're trying to move from, say, a whiter, lighter, higher key style of photography into a lower, more seductive key, so a darker style of photography and things. This is a simple setup that we can see on screen now. It's just a white background on a background pole. I've put a blow-up bed just actually in front of that. So in other words, the white background has become a kind of a white wall where there isn't a white wall, and then I'm using two lights just with reflector grids on, and one is being controlled onto the subject, the other is being controlled onto the background. So that gives us that lovely kind of shaping of the light and things really. And just that simple setup there will kind of produce a lovely kind of variety. And as you can see, if you turn the background light up and down in power, you can either make it lighter or brighter or darker, of course, and kind of balancing the two lights. You could even shoot this with LED without any trouble, or just the modeling bulbs on your studio flash and things really. But as far as the kind of white backdrop, if it becomes damp, what happens is the background creates an almost mottled effect, like an old master painting. It's not very good if you're trying to get a high key background. Obviously, you're bleaching things out anyway, the background as it were. But if you're looking to add just that little bit of light onto an old white paper backdrop, and it has become a little bit damp, this old master effect is achieved by just having a strong light source onto the actual background itself. So if you start to minimize what the camera sees or what the light is allowed to touch, you will dynamically change your boudoir photography no matter what and things really. So give it a try. Remember, this is just a simple seamless white paper backdrop. It could be pegged up on a line, or in this case a backdrop support, and all I'm using here is two studio flashes, but just using the likes of either the LED or the flash itself. Your choice. Give it a try.